you all will follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and if you have any complaint or if you have any suggestion about our program, you can contact us in Radio Janakpur. Your phone numbers for contacting, and if you have any questions, you can also ask them calling us in the number 041590097 and 98078151112. So today let's start our topic. This is class 8 online classes, and today in English subject we will study tag questions. My dear students, tag questions are also called tail questions. Why they are called tail questions? Because questions are added at the end of the statements and imperatives. First of all, let's see some examples and find out what are the special rules which we should learn in tag questions or while adding tag questions. Let's see. First sentence is she can do it, can't she? Second sentence is Ram is very polite, isn't he? Third sentence is Rita sang very well, didn't she? And fourth and last sentence is students are funny, aren't they? My dear students, look at all these sentences and try to find out what special things we are going to learn today in tag questions. First of all, look at first sentence. She can do it, can't she? This is called question tag. This part of the statement is called question tag, and this is the statement. This is a statement, and this is question tag. Here is comma, here is question mark, and you can see all the letters in question tag are in a small letter. Number 2, Ram is very polite. This is a statement, and here is the question tag for this statement. Isn't he? Here is also a comma at the end of the sentence and in the beginning of the question tag, and the question tag is always underlined, and at the end of the question tag there should be question mark. Number 3 sentence, Rita sang very well, and the question tag is didn't she? Here is fourth sentence, students are funny, aren't they? Now you can observe 3-4 rules from these 4 sentences. Number 1, that a comma should be added or must be added after each statements. Number 2, all the letters in the question tag must be small letters, and question mark should be added at the end of the question tag. These are some basic rules which you should follow while changing or while adding question tags at the end of the sentences. Let's look some more sentences. Here are three sentences. You can look at the first sentence. I am writing a letter, and the question tag is aren't I? Number 2, they were dancing, weren't they? And number 3, dancers dance well, do they? Now, my dear students, you might have studied the auxiliary verbs in class 6 and 7, and you know that there are 24 auxiliary verbs in English grammar. Let's look at those auxiliary verbs first. Am, are, was, were, do, did, does, shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, might, must, have, has, had, used to, ought, need, dare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there are 24 auxiliary verbs in English grammar, and if there are positive auxiliary verbs in the sentence, the tags should be negative. The same auxiliary verb is repeated in the tag. If they are positive in the statement, they should be written in the negative form in the tag question, and if they are negative in the statements, they should be written in the positive form in the question tag. Ram can do it. Can't he? Ram can't do it. Can he? My dear students, if the statement is positive, the tag should be negative, and if the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. This is the first rule in question tag which we should memorize. Number 2, if there are these auxiliary verbs, which are also called helping verbs in the English grammar, if they are available in the statements or imperatives, then we should write them in the negative form in the tag question, or we should repeat the same tag in the tag question. For example, Sita will do this. Won't she? Here will is the auxiliary verb and the same verb is repeated in the tag question, but we have to consider the first rule that if the auxiliary verb is positive in the statement, the auxiliary verb should be written in the negative form in the tag question. Now, rule number 3. If there are no auxiliary verbs in the sentences, then there must be either V1, verb 1, or verb 2, or verb 5 in the sentence. For example, play is verb 1, played is verb 2, and plays is verb 5. In the case of missing auxiliary verbs in the sentences, there must be either V1 or V2 or V5. So, if there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, we have to write or we have to use do verb for V1, did verb for V2, and does verb for V5. Did you understand, all of you? If there is no auxiliary verb in the sentence, then there should be either V1 or V2 or V5. If there is V1, we have to take help of do verb in the tag question. If there is V2, we have to take help of did in the tag question, and if there is V5, we have to take help of does in the tag question. Let's see some examples. Is Ram eats an apple, doesn't he? Second sentence is Ram and Sita play football, don't they? And third sentence is Sita went to market, didn't she? Now we have three statements on the board. The first statement, Ram eats an apple, doesn't have any auxiliary verb. Do you see any auxiliary verb in this sentence? No. So what verb is here? We have to find out first. Here is a verb and it is eats. Now we have to understand that eats is a V5, verb 5, and that's why we have taken the help of does verb. Here is positive form of it, and that's why we have written negative form of does. It is doesn't. Now look at this sentence, Ram and Sita play football. Here is also in the second sentence there is no auxiliary verb. It means we have to find out whether there is V1 or V2 or V5. Now look at this sentence. Ram and Sita play football. No auxiliary verb means there must be V1, V2 or V5. So which verb is here? Here is also V1, and in the case of V1 we have used don't. Play is positive, V1 is positive, and don't is negative. Do verb we have taken to help V1 in the question tag. Now third sentence also doesn't have any auxiliary verb. So we have to find out what form of verb is there in the sentence then. There is went, and went is V2. This is V2, this is V1, and this is V5. Now V2 takes the help of did verb, and V2 is positive, that's why did is negative in the tag question. So it has become very much clear that if there is no auxiliary verb, if there is auxiliary verb in the statement, the same auxiliary verb is repeated in the tag question. If they are positive in the statements, they should be written in the negative form in the tag question, and if they are negative in the statements, then they should be written positive in the tag question. But if there is no auxiliary verb, there must be either V1 or V2 or V5. If there is V1, then we have to take help of do verb. In the same way, if there is V2, then we have to take help of did verb, and in the same way, if there is V5, then we have to take help of does verb in the statements. Now let's look at the subjects of statements. Here is one male, we have used he in the tag question. Here is two person in the subject, we have used they in the question tag. And in the third sentence, here is one female, one feminine gender, we have used she in the question tag. So if there is any one masculine gender, we should add he in the question tag. If there is any one feminine gender in the sentence, we should add she in the tag. And if there are more than one masculine or feminine gender, we should add they in the tag question. Likewise, male, one male, he, this is a statement. Tag. If there is one male in the subject, then there should be he in the tag question in the subject. Number one female, she in the tag. If there is one female in the statement, she is written in the question tag. And if there is more than one male or female, then we should write they in the tag. Now, if there is any non-living thing, in the statement, one non-living thing in the statement, there should be it in the tag question. More than one non-living things we use they in the tag question. Same case is there with the animals. One animal, we use it in tag question. More than one animal, we use they in the tag question. These rules are regarding the subject of tag question. These all are the normal rules of tag question. My dear students, I hope you all understand these all normal rules, and now I will talk about the special rules used in question tag. Now, in special rules, we will study that if there are imperative sentences, then what should we write in the tag question? For example, please bring me a glass of water. Now, what should be added in the question tag? Will you? Get out. Will you? Don't make noise. Will you? Never fight with your friends. Will you? So, first of all, we have to understand that what are imperatives. What kind of sentences are called imperatives in grammar? Those sentences which give you command, order, suggestion, advice, they are called imperatives in the grammar. For example, please bring me a glass of water. This sentence gives you a request. It requests you to bring a glass of water. In the same way, get out is a form of order. It gives you order. Don't make noise. This is a form of suggestion, and this gives you suggestion. Never fight with your friends. This gives you advice, suggestion. This also gives you suggestion, and that's why these sentences are imperatives. Now we have to understand that all imperatives must start from please, kindly, verb 1, don't and never. Those sentences which start or which begin from please, kindly, don't, never, then these sentences are considered as imperatives. And if we have got imperatives to add tag questions at the end of them, then we have to forget the normal rules we have studied before, and we have to understand that if there are any imperatives, we should add will you in the tag question. Whether the statements are positive or negative, we have to add will you in the imperatives in tag questions. Dear students, we have very few minutes now, so let's recall what we have studied today. First of all, we have started our grammar in class 8, from class 8, and this is question tag. In question tag we have studied that if statements are positive, questions tag must be negative, and if statements are negative, questions tag must be positive. Second thing, we have studied that question tag is tail question added at the end of the sentences. First of all, comma is added at the end of the sentence, then there must be question mark at the end of the question tag, and question tag, all letters should be small letters. Now if there are auxiliary verbs in the question tag, there are 24 auxiliary verbs I have taught you. If there are auxiliary verbs in the question tag, then the same verbs are repeated in the tags. If there are auxiliary verbs in the statements, the same verbs are repeated in the tags, and if there is no auxiliary verb, there must be V1 or V2 or V5. If there is V1, we have to take help of do verb in the question tag. If there is V2, we have to take help of did verb in the question tag. If we have V5, then we have to take help of V5 in question tag. These are the rules I have taught you today. I hope you have understood the lesson, and if you have any suggestion regarding this program conducted by Radio Janakpur 97 MHz online classes, then you can send us in phone number 041590097 and 9807815112. Thank you very much for today. We will conduct, or we will read more about question tag tomorrow. Thank you. Please follow us in Facebook and Twitter and give your